Hey guys, look at me doing another video. Woo! Okay, so I just watched the Hillywood Show Breaking Dawn Part 1 parody, and I have a lot of mixed opinions about it. I had very high expectations from it because I adore the Eclipse parody that they did for that is my number one favorite next to the New Moon one they've done that they did, and the Twilight one comes in third. So I expected a lot from the Breaking Dawn one because they did so amazing with the Eclipse one, and not to say that they didn't do great with the Breaking Dawn one. It's just I expected a lot more than what they than what they gave us because I follow them on Twitter, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, link in the boxer drawer. From what they were tweeting about and what they were talking about while they were filming it and as they were editing it, and they didn't really like. I'm not gonna say that they built it up, but it just made me got me excited, from them saying like, oh, what scenes to make, so many great scenes. I don't know what like, and I was kind of just getting a little bit more amped up. And I gotta say, the beginning of the parody is the beginning half from, basically up until when Bella finds out she's pregnant. That half, like from the beginning to that half when she finds out she's pregnant, is amazing. And it is so good. It was so, it was amazing. And I love the fact that they made a parody of Lady Gaga's Marry the Night, and they changed it to I'm Gonna Marry Edward, and I thought that was just amazing, like perfect. And Marry the Night is one of my favorite Lady Gaga songs off her Born This Way record. And then to see, and then I always kind of thought of that as like a cool, like a very like cool Twilight, like Edward and Bella song, like I'm gonna marry, a cool Bella song. And to have them use that and then flip it and change it to I'm gonna marry Edward was just fantastic. And I love Jacob's song. I recognize the song, but I don't know what the song is called. It's like, I think it's a Gabriel Iglesias song. It's like I want all of you to. I don't know. I know it's a Gabriel. No, not Enrique Iglesias song. I don't remember. I don't know the name of the song, or I don't know. But I loved it because he Jacob, like, I don't know who played Jacob in this parody, but he is just phenomenal. I love him, and he was amazing. And it was I couldn't stop laughing at his parts, especially while they're in the water. Then all of a sudden he's right there in like a freaking snorkel. I know for a fact that when I buy the DVD and I watch that part now, when I see the film, I'm gonna be thinking, I'm just gonna be like, where's Jacob? Kind of like when Ellen put herself in the movie. And now, whenever I see the bathtub and the part where Bella finds out she's pregnant, I immediately think, oh, where's Ellen? Like, why isn't she in the film? So I like those parts, and I like when Hilly, who was playing Bella, was modeling those lingerie, and when she was dancing around the hotel room, like But the one thing I didn't like, and I know they couldn't help it, is that they had to recast for Edward, Jacob Jost. Yeah, I know his name. He played the Edward in the Twilight parody, the New Moon parody, and the Eclipse parody. But apparently I guess he had work, and they actually announced that on Twitter. I don't know how many people follow them on Twitter, but I do think you should. It keeps you up to date on everything that they're planning on doing for their channel and their website and stuff. And I think Hilly actually said that. She's like, it's really sad. She stated that it was really like sad that that Jacob Jost couldn't join them on the Breaking Dawn parody because of his other, things that he had to do, like acting wise. And I was kind of like, so I already knew that he wasn't going to be there, but then to like see it and it not be him, it just, I don't know, like the guy, it just didn't fit for me, because I guess it's because I was so used to seeing Jacob Jost, and it just didn't feel right. And also the guy seemed a little, I don't want to bug him on like his height or anything, or the way he looked, but I don't know, he just didn't seem right. Like he didn't fit really. It just, I don't know, it just looked weird to me. Like because like Hilly and Jacob, like they looked cuter to, I don't want to say that, but they did kind of look cuter together. I don't know, I don't want to allude to anything, but I don't want to start any rumors or say anything to that effect. But they just looked cuter, and he just didn't. Oh, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I especially loved it when when they did the whole wedding again, and instead of it being Edward, it was Jacob, and like you could totally, and the guy who was playing Charlie, which I loved and adored, like he was significantly a lot happier to know that to have Bella be marrying Edward and stuff. It was really funny. And then when Hilly was like laying in the bed, and then all of a sudden Jacob rolls over and slaps her ass, and was like, "What is he?" Like, oh, I was like kind of like offended. I wasn't offended, but I was like really like shocked and stuff. But yeah, definitely the first half was great. The pregnancy part, I did not care for the song choice that they used. You're Having My Baby. I don't know who sings that song, but that didn't fit the mood correctly for the story, especially from Edward, because it was in Edward's point of view. He was the one singing the song. He wasn't happy that she was having a baby. She wanted it gone, so I don't know why they put it that way, when in retrospect, Edward was very scared of Bella having the baby and stuff. Bella was the one who was very like, yes, I'm having a baby, woo, I'm having Edward's child, it's gonna come out of me. Whereas Edward was kind of like, we have to kill this thing that's killing you, you're gonna die, I don't want you to die, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it was completely, like, it was just not the song I would have chosen. And then the way they ended it was kind of, they tried to make it a little funnier near the end with, we introduced, and Jacob obviously imprinted on Renesmee, and they basically brought out the same song that he had during the first part of the movie, and the way it ended was, it was basically where, like in the film, Taylor drops to his knees, you know, and that's where it ends. And I was very disappointed in that, because I was expecting them to, you know, have like a kind of like a fight like they did in the film, because usually they play out the whole movie, you know, the way it, almost as it was in the film. But then to have them just end it there and not have it end like it did in the film, to have Hilly laying on the, you know, on like a gurney, and then have her eyes open like it did in the actual film, just kind of disappointed me, is that they kind of ended it really like early, you know, like I was like getting to the 6-minute mark, and I was just like, oh, okay, cool, you know, you know, and then the guy playing Jacob drops to his knees, and then the thing ends, and I even said this out loud. I'm like, that's it, that's it, that's the whole parody. Like, I did laugh a lot through it, and I thought it was really good, but I just didn't, I don't know, it just didn't meet my expectations. Eclipse is, I honestly expected it. This happens. Like, I love the Twilight parody they did. And then when I saw the Newman parody, I love that one. Then the Eclipse parody, I adore that one still. I tend to watch that one a lot more because it's just so funny. And then with this one, I like it, but I think I would only watch it up to the part before she finds out she's pregnant, because I don't like that last part. It's not that, I just don't like this, personally I just don't like the song they pick. They're usually key, they're really on the dot when they pick out songs for these parodies, but this one they were just a little off, you know, they were just off a little bit. And I actually tweeted my rating for this. I give this parody 3 out of 5 apples in honor of the Twilight Saga. So yeah, I did enjoy this. It wasn't like it was hard for me to watch. I love Hilly Hindi, and I love Hannah Hindi, and I think they do amazing parodies. I love their parodies. They always bring a smile to my face. So I definitely don't, you know, not every parody is going to be great, you know, and you know, you'll hit bumps along the way, but they do amazing. I commend them for, you know, doing all this, and, you know, and I am very big fans of theirs, and they're cool girls, and I love them, and it's definitely, yeah, it was good, but not, it's, you know, you can't please everybody, and it was okay. I will definitely watch it again, but like I said, I'll probably only watch it up until the end of the Jacob / Lady Gaga part, and then I'll just not watch the rest of it, because I can't stand the song they picked. I'm sorry, I feel like a bad person. Don't hate me. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I will actually put the link to the parody below if you haven't watched it yet, and if you haven't, I'm sorry for totally spoiling it for you, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I did, totally. So tell me what you thought of the parody in the comments below, and what rating do you give it? 1 out of 5 apples. Which kind of rating do you give it? So yeah, please tell me down below. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.